Hundreds of children enter kindergarten never having had any form of early childhood education, and these children enter years behind, setting them up for many struggles in the future. So how do we help these children? Well, joining me now is Dr. Kathy Gray, EVSC's Associate Superintendent for Family, School, and Community Partnerships. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so 3 years ago with the strategic plan, early childhood education was set as a core focus area. Why was that 3 years ago?
Well, I think we recognize the importance of early childhood and the importance of having kids come to school ready to learn and schools ready for kids. So I think you heard the mayor talk about the focus of the Mayor's Education Roundtable. Lots of folks were coming to the table at that time talking about looking at the data, looking at the gaps when kids were coming to school, and tackled the issue.
So what has transpired since then?
Well, I think we have a very committed community. I think, you know, our partnership with Head Start has just been phenomenal. We went to them and they were part of the discussion, and we said, how can we pool our resources so that we can serve more kids? They had a waiting list. We wanted to be part of the conversation. So we started with that partnership, and we used some of our Title I resources. They pooled their resources, and we were able to serve, as you noted earlier, we've opened 9 classrooms in partnership with Head Start. And so we're serving more and more children all the time.
And there is a goal to serve more children next year, is that correct?
Absolutely. And the one thing that I think is important to say is, you know, and I think we've heard Dr. Bertram say this on numerous occasions, EVSC is a partner in this. We don't necessarily have to be the lead partner. We're working with our community. We're trying to build capacity within Evansville to make it possible for all kids to have access to an early childhood experience. So next year we're opening some additional classrooms. We're opening 2 at the Evans Elementary School, which is going to be located at the old Evans Middle School. Howard Rusa, as you know, is moving over to that building. So we're opening 2 classrooms, Title I classrooms there. And then in addition to that, we're going to open another classroom at the Culver Family Learning Center in partnership with St. Mary's Children's Center. And that classroom is going to have a focus on social and emotional development with children who have some delays in that area. And it's going to be a fully inclusive classroom. So we're opening actually 3 additional classrooms next year. And we're also working with some of our community partners to try to increase their capacity to add more children to their programs.
Okay, so with these new classrooms and the ones that were already existing at Culver and at Daniel Wirtz, about how many children do we hope to kind of serve overall?
Oh my goodness. Well, I think we'll increase our capacity next year by about 60 to 80 children.
Okay.
But that's just within the programs that we're going to offer. We're looking for resources and supports in the community, and the mayor mentioned the summit. We want to bring everyone to the table to have them understand the importance of this work. And just for an example, St. Vincent's is is a wonderful quality program. They have openings. How do we help them fill those openings with children who might need access? So there's a lot of community partners at the table.
And what about the cost of a program like St. Vincent's or our programs or what Head Start already offers? What about parents who maybe are sitting at home and thinking, I can't afford that for my kids?
Well, and that's part of the conversation. How do we make that possible for them? You know, there's limited voucher access right now. So what we're looking at is how do we increase the capacity so all children have access? And that's part of the conversation we have to have with the community.
Now, the summit that you mentioned, that is happening this year, is that?
Yes, we've been in the planning stages. We've had some conversations with the U.S. Department of Education and with some other key business partners who might be able to bring some clarity to the issue and what's happening in other communities. We've had some conference calls with other communities to find out what they're doing, and we want to bring all that learning to our community so that people can learn from what other folks have done and that we can get it done here in Evansville, and we believe we can.
We can, because we got the full-day kindergarten done, and that was unheard of at the time. So are there any similarities to what we did then that we can apply here to get this done?
Well, the one thing that I love about Evansville, Indiana, it's a very, very collaborative community. And people, when they are passionate about an issue and they come to the table, they try to figure out how to get it done, and they're willing to put their resources on the table and leverage their resources and work together. So I'm very optimistic. The conversations we've been having in the Mayor's Education Roundtable and the committee conversations we've been having around how we get this done have been very promising and exciting, and I think the community is going to be really charged when this starts to happen.
It's all very exciting. Okay, so parents that want to enroll their children, how do they go about doing that?
Well, right now, the Culver Family Learning Center, we have someone there that can take calls, and that number would be 435-8219, or they can call our office at the Center for Family, School, and Community Partnerships at 435-8866, and we can let them know how they can either help or get their children enrolled in school.
And you're located on the corner of 2nd and Main,
That's
downtown,
right.
correct?
Exactly.
In the big building that says Center for Family, School, and Community Partnerships. Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much for being
You're
here
welcome.
today, and
Thank
good
you
luck with everything. I hope we get this done.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Coming up next in our EVSC Spotlights, a variety of summer programs to help keep students busy and their minds active this summer. We'll take you inside a few of those coming up.